Hello beer tubers, and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today we're going to be looking at the last beer that Neil sent to me over from the States. And it's from Weyerbacher in Philadelphia, and this is their whiskey barrel aged. That's what it says on the label. And it's a brown ale on 9% aged in whiskey barrels. It says craft brewed in small batches from the Brewer's Select series. And the thing about this beer, it's actually a brewery exclusive. You can only get this at the brewery, nowhere else. And so, thanks a lot for sending a beer like that. I've had a couple of Weyerbacher beers. I've reviewed Old Heathen Double Simcoe and Unfiltered Double Simcoe. And I've also had Heresy, I think it's called, which is like, I think it's barrel-aged Old Heathen, which is pretty tasty. Let's dig into this bad boy on 9% and see how it is. So we've got the Weyerbacher whiskey barrel-aged brown ale. I guess I'd say Imperial brown ale because it's 9%. We got it poured really nice, kind of dark brown. It's pretty dark for a brown ale. Dark, probably like a real dark ruby red or something like that. Some brownish notes, a little bit of an off-white head, or more like tan actually, but let's check out the aroma. Really nutty. Wow, that's just like super nutty, and I'm sure they use like some kind of British yeast strain, because I get a lot of that marmalade, kind of fruity aroma. Might be from the barrels as well, because you get some of that oaky whiskey aroma in there as well. A little bit of the alcohol in there, and I get like a marzipan, which is made from like almonds too. A lot of that fruitiness, marmalade fruitiness in there. Toasted maltiness in there as well, along with the nuts. Or the nutty notes. But yeah, it's got a little like alcoholic, boozy kind of aroma. Caramel malt, some sweetener malt. A little bit of like a brown sugary aroma, but the more I smell it, the more of the alcohol I pick up, and the more of the oaky kind of aroma, vanilla, maybe a slight hint of tobacco. But that marzipan is pretty nice. It smells like a pretty interesting, like pretty big brown ale. So yeah, let's give the Weyerbacher whiskey barrel aged brown ale a taste. Cheers, guys. Yeah, that's actually really tasty. It's got a little bit of a diacetyl note, like that buttery sensation. But in some beers, for instance this one, I think it's okay. It can be a little too much, but when it's more British style like this one, I don't mind it at all. Alcohol is a little better hidden in the flavor. Body on it, I'd say is like a medium. It's got a solid dryness from the barrel. But super nutty. A little bit of brown sugar. Again, the whiskey definitely is in there. It's more like a bourbon-y flavor. Some darker caramel, toffee. A little bit of like a charred kind of oakiness, toasted oak. It's probably also some of the toasted malt character that helps develop that flavor. But also that marmalade-y character. And like a general kind of dark fruitiness that I think you get a lot in like British style ales, especially when they use the British yeast strains. But really nice whiskey character lingering on the palate for a while actually, with a nice oaky flavor and the vanilla. The marzipan is kind of there, but not as intense as in the aroma. This is a really good brown ale actually. I mean, it's not anything that is blowing my mind for barrel aged beer, but I actually like it. I mean, probably the best brown ale I've had is the Dogfish Head Palo Santo Marron, which I believe started out as a brown ale. I'm not 100% sure, but this is still really tasty. I definitely say it's worth your time if you could get this at the brewery. Trade for it? Yeah, I'd say so as well, but not anything I would go out of my way and trade like really rare stuff to get, but it's pretty good. So yeah, rating wise for the Weyerbacher whiskey barrel aged brown ale. I'm going to give it an 86. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of brown ales, but it's still really good. So 86 is a fitting grade, I think, and it has that kind of booze character that is kind of a little bit too hot. So maybe age it for a while. But other than that, it's a really good beer. So definitely worth your time if you can get it or have it. I'd say if you have it, probably age it for a while so that some of that booze and heat can fade a little. So yeah, guys, that does it for this beer review of the Weyerbacher Whiskey Barrel Aged Brown Ale. Remember to let me know what you think of this brewery if you've had it. A little bit of coffee note in there as well. And as always, yeah, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. And I'm going to say cheers. I'm going to see you guys in a beer review.